Hi, welcome. I'm Mary and I hook books. I crochet things inspired by books, mostly science fiction, horror, a little bit of fantasy, some mystery thriller, but you'll find a spattering of other genres as well. Today I am going to tell you about all the 5-star books I had this year that are not part of series. I have a whole nother video about all the series that I read this year, but today we're going to talk about my standalone 5 stars. I could not put these in order, so they are in no particular order except for what Storygraph did, which I don't know if it's chronological, but it seems to be kind of random. So, number one-ish is going to be The Resistors, and I love this because yes, revolution takes work, it takes subterfuge, it takes struggle, but revolution also needs joy and community, and I love that about this book. Harriet Tubman live and in concert is special. I do not know any other book quite like it. It's such an interesting mix of philosophy and history and, like, I wouldn't necessarily say memoir, but there's quite a bit of self-insert of Bob the Drag Queen in here, and it is just so amazing and unique. And Munster is very upset that his friend is outside and we are inside. I apologize. I have 2 Rachel Harrisons on here. I love the way that she writes women and friendships and family. This year I loved Play Nice. This is, I think, her most recent release as of right now. At least it's the most recent my library had. And yeah, the thing in your closet as a kid was real. And yeah, that family drama was family drama, but it was also a little bit demonic. So let's become social influencers. And then Cackle. I know a lot of people wish it was more witchy, but Rachel Harrison, is just so good at female friendship, and that is really what this one is about, and that is why I loved it. A House with Good Bones does so much so well. I tend to love T. Kingfisher's horror. This is about a woman who goes back to her family home to clean it out and finds horrors, but also friends and neighbors and information about her past that recontextualizes things. And this did actually have some moments that were actually scary. A lot of horror to me is not actually scary, but this one had a couple of those moments. Too old for this. I love Samantha Downing. I loved this character. Samantha Downing tends to write unlikable characters, but I loved this. It shows Samantha Downing's range. She can do a lot of different things, and I think that's why it's so interesting to read her over and over and over. And a retired serial killer having to come out of retirement because people are digging up the past. Yeah, it's as good as it sounds. This has like an asterisk by it because when I read it, it was a standalone. And I think the sequels are like companion novels, not true sequels. And that is Zom Rom-Com. I did not have high expectations, but this blew me away. It is more of a monster mash. It's not about the zombies. There's vampires and fairies and werewolves and all sorts of other stuff. And it also is genuinely like a rom-com. I was laughing or biting my nails or being utterly scandalized by the very good spicy scenes in this book. I am amazed at the writing in this. The Hiding Place by CJ Tudor. I really enjoy CJ Tudor's take on horror and family and trying to escape your past and never really being able to. And in this, there's a teacher who goes back to his inky dinky little hometown, and everyone's like, why are you here? And that is a very interesting and frightening story. Lastly, Set My Heart to 5. I loved watching this little robot try to go make his dreams come true of being in a movie and making a movie, learning what it's like to be human from movies, while also facing like anti-robot racism. I don't know exactly what the term would be, but yeah, it set my heart to 5. So those were my top, I think, 9 non-series related books that I read in 2025. Let me know if you have any really good recommendations you think I would like, or if you're going to pick up any of my recommendations. And as always, like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things. I'd really appreciate it. And close to the end of the year, take care of yourself. Get a good, nice warm bath, drink some water, take a nap, and as always, shoulders back, heads up, and breathe.